For years, the number one selling point of SCHD was simple: no tech. People bought it specifically to avoid Apple, avoid Nvidia, avoid the volatility of the tech sector. Pure dividends, pure value. Well, I pulled the official Schwab Fund report dated June 2nd, 2026, and what I found surprised me. SCHD's single largest holding today is Qualcomm at 6.73%. The second largest is Texas Instruments at 5.9%. Both are semiconductor companies. Both are tech. And technology is now 15.6% of the entire fund, the third largest sector. So the question is, did SCHD quietly become a tech fund? And if you bought it to avoid tech, do you still own what you think you own? Let me show you exactly what changed. Here's what we're covering. First, the verified numbers straight from Schwab's official report. What SCHD actually holds right now, not what it held 2 years ago. Then, how this happened. Why semiconductors climbed to the top of a dividend fund. Next, whether this is good news or bad news for you as a holder. Finally, what it means for the original reason most people bought SCHD in the first place. Quick disclaimer. This is educational analysis based on Schwab's official published fund data, not financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Holdings change every quarter. Always do your own research and verify current holdings yourself before making any investment decision. Let me give you the exact data from Schwab's official fund report, generated June 2nd, 2026. These are not my estimates. This is straight from Charles Schwab. SCHD's top 10 holdings as of April 30th, 2026. Number 1. Qualcomm, a semiconductor company, at 6.73%. Number 2. Texas Instruments, also semiconductors, at 5.9%. Number 3. United Health Group, healthcare, at 5.09%. Number 4. Coca-Cola Beverages, at 3.95%. Number 5. Merck Pharmaceuticals, at 3.86%. Number 6. Chevron Energy, at 3.83%. Number 7. Verizon Telecom, at 3.65%. Number 8. Procter & Gamble Household Products, at 3.54%. Number 9. ConocoPhillips Energy, at 3.51%. Number 10. Amgen Biotech, at 3.47%. The top 10 holdings make up 43.55% of the entire fund, so almost half your money sits in these 10 companies. And the two biggest, taking up over 12.6% combined, are both chip makers. Now here's the sector breakdown, also from Schwab, as of May 28, 2026. Consumer staples is the largest sector at 18.7%. Healthcare is second at 18.3%. And information technology is third at 15.6%. Tech is now bigger than energy, bigger than industrials, bigger than financials. For a fund people praised for having no tech, 15.6% is a lot. For context, the fund holds 104 stocks total, trades around $32 per share after its 2024 split, and carries a 0.06% expense ratio. The yield right now is 3.33%. None of that changed dramatically. What changed is what's inside. Many investors think SCHD avoids technology stocks, but that's not actually part of its strategy. SCHD tracks a dividend-focused index that selects companies based on factors like dividend consistency, cash flow, profitability, and dividend growth, not sector preferences. Years ago, most tech companies paid little or no dividends, which kept them out of the fund. But some semiconductor firms matured into strong dividend payers. Companies like Qualcomm and Texas Instruments generate significant cash flow and have long histories of growing dividends, making them attractive under SCHD's screening rules. As these companies increased their dividends and their stock prices rose, their weight within the fund naturally grew. Strong business performance combined with rising payouts pushed them toward the top of SCHD's holdings. This doesn't mean SCHD abandoned its dividend strategy. It means the strategy is functioning exactly as intended. The fund continues to seek high-quality dividend growers, and today, some of those happen to be semiconductor companies. SCHD didn't change its rules. The market evolved, and certain technology-related businesses now meet the fund's strict dividend quality requirements. Is this shift a problem or a benefit? The answer is a bit of both. On the positive side, technology has been one of the market's strongest sectors, and holdings like Qualcomm and Texas Instruments have helped boost SCHD's performance. These aren't speculative growth stocks. They're mature, profitable businesses with strong cash flow and growing dividends. Their presence gives investors exposure to technology without sacrificing SCHD's focus on quality dividend payers. However, there are risks. Semiconductor companies are more cyclical than traditional dividend stocks. When demand for chips slows, their share prices can be more volatile than companies in sectors like consumer staples. Because SCHD now has meaningful exposure to semiconductors, it may be slightly more sensitive to technology-related downturns than it was in the past. There's also some concentration risk. A significant portion of the fund is invested in its largest holdings, and having multiple top positions in the same industry increases exposure to that sector. The key takeaway is that SCHD remains a quality dividend fund, but it's no longer accurate to think of it as a no-tech investment. It now includes meaningful exposure to mature, dividend-paying technology companies, and investors should understand that when evaluating the fund. Here's the real issue. Many investors bought SCHD because they wanted less exposure to technology. If you already own an S&P 500 fund packed with major tech companies, SCHD may have seemed like the perfect dividend-focused counterbalance. But SCHD now has meaningful technology exposure. That means if you own both SCHD and an S&P 500 fund, your overall tech allocation may be higher than you think. The important step is to review your entire portfolio and understand your true exposure across all holdings, not just individual funds. This doesn't mean you should sell SCHD. It simply means you should account for the technology exposure it now contains. If your portfolio feels too tech-heavy, you can rebalance with other sectors or funds. If you're comfortable with the exposure, remember that SCHD's technology holdings are generally mature, profitable companies with strong dividend histories. Another key point is that fund holdings change over time. Companies such as Qualcomm and Texas Instruments may not always remain among the top positions. SCHD regularly rebalances, and future leadership could come from healthcare, consumer staples, or other sectors. The lesson is simple. Don't rely on a fund's reputation. Periodically review its actual holdings and make sure they still align with your investment goals. There's a lesson here that goes far beyond SCHD. Funds change over time. The ticker stays the same, but the companies inside can look very different a few years later. The SCHD of today isn't necessarily the SCHD investors bought years ago. Many people buy a fund, form an opinion about it, and never check its holdings again. They rely on outdated assumptions instead of current data. What was true a few years ago may no longer be true today. The solution is simple. Once or twice a year, review the fund's official fact sheet. Look at the top holdings, sector allocations, and recent changes directly from the fund provider. For SCHD, that means checking information from Schwab Asset Management, rather than relying on old videos, articles, or memory. A few minutes of research can prevent major misunderstandings. Successful investing isn't just about choosing the right fund. It's about making sure that fund still matches your goals as its holdings evolve over time. Has SCHD become a tech fund? Not exactly, but it's no longer a pure no-tech fund. Technology now represents a meaningful portion of the portfolio, with Qualcomm and Texas Instruments among its largest holdings. SCHD remains a quality dividend fund, but its makeup has evolved. The key takeaway is to review your portfolio regularly, understand your true sector exposure, and check fund holdings periodically instead of relying on old assumptions. Did you know Qualcomm was one of SCHD's top holdings? Let me know. Subscribe so you don't miss the next reconstitution update when these holdings shift again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.